gets. And look for him to
is Tommy Edman. we are set for baseball here this evening. Here's the first pitch.
First pitch, 7-10.
Set to deliver the 0-1. Now a swing and a miss on the slider as the leadoff man is set down on strikes to open up the ball game. So here is Avisail Garcia. First at bat for him in this one. He was 1 for 4 with a double in the ball game last night. Fellas, these Mets, as they enter play here tonight, well, they've been on a pretty good roll of late. Winners of 7 of their last 8 ball games.
Yeah, Matty D. You know, one thing you don't want to do here, D-Row, you've been on some good teams. Not to lose focus at this point of the year. Keep the big picture inside, because there is a postseason lurking, and it's so easy to get ahead of yourselves and not take the rest of the schedule serious.
I think the nice thing for this team is that they won the division. They will, for whatever happens, get a 5-game series. It's not that 1-game wild card, win or go home. This team can prepare themselves to battle and try and win 3 out of 5.
Count now, a ball and a strike. I think he held up in time, but that becomes moot as it's a called strike 2.
Hey, if he's going to execute that curveball, and that's the first one of the day, if he's going to execute it like that, be on the lookout for that one. That's going to be a big pitch for him today.
A swing and a miss on a ball way outside the strike zone, and the inning is over. So a pitching clinic there as he sets him down in order, all via the punch-out. Don't go anywhere. More Tuesday Night Baseball after this. Now it'll be Francisco Lindor. First shot for him here, and with the season winding down, he's closing in on a league batting title.
Not an easy thing to do, going for a batting title. You have to be good from beginning to end, and D-Row, this guy's been about as consistent as there is.
He's just got such...
And he grooves the fastball there. This is hit high and deep out to straightaway center field. And he's going to have room to put this one away, and that's the first out.
Batting second.
With a moment here in Flushing Meadows, let's meet the Mets. What's the key for a home victory tonight, D-Row?
Matty, this lineup is built on one thing, and that's moving the ball over the fence. This is a station-to-station team. Not a lot of speed in this lineup, but they don't need much speed when they're moving traffic to both gaps.
Fouled away. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Looked like the knuckle curve there, and that's out number 2.
Not a lot of guys throw that knuckle curve, but some guys have a lot of success with it. Some say it has more bite than the traditional curveball, but I think it's more of a feel thing. It just works for certain pitchers, and it worked right there.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Michael Conforto is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike 1.
I love the aggressive approach by this pitcher right now, getting on the mound and getting ahead of the first 3 guys he faces.
Behind 0-2 now. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. 0-2 is a fastball that misses inside. 1-2 now. Tough curveball that time, but he's able to make a little contact to keep this at-bat going. Pulled toward right center field. Bader is camped under this one, and he will make the catch, so that'll do it. Here's Paul Goldschmidt now. In previous duels with DeGrom, he's just 2 for 12. In there for strike 1. A ball and a strike to the Cardinals' first baseman.
Going to need to make a little bit of an adjustment with his slider release and at least tempt the hitter that it's going to be a strike.
And he checks his swing. Did he go around? Yes, says the first base umpire. Strike 2. And he fouls this one off. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. Little chopper back to the mound. On to first, and there's one gone here to start the second. Digging in will be Paul DeJong. He's got hits in each of the last 5 ball games.
Ball one.
Fastball too high to start him out here 1-0. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0. DeJong, a native Floridian. He was a 4th-round selection back in the 2015 MLB draft.
Hey, nothing has been handed to this guy. Drafted in the middle rounds, and he has found his way in the big leagues. This has turned out to be a really nice pick.
I got to count 2-2.
2-2. He swung on and missed. He got him on strikes.
Wow, his stuff looks electric coming out of the gates in this one, guys. That's 5 batters faced, 4 strikeouts. That's going to be a tough pace to keep up, but it looks like he has what it takes to work deep into this game.
0-1.
Tyler O'Neill swings and misses there, so he's down 0-1. Hit down the line at first. This will get foul for strike 2. Two quick strikes, and now the 0-2. He got him. Lively fastball that time, and it puts an end to the inning. 1-2-3 go the Cardinals. We go to the bottom of the second. No score. So here is Pete Alonso. Prior history in this matchup. He's hitless in 3 at-bats. And that's inside for a ball. 1-0. Ponce de Leon is a strikeout master on the mound. It will not be uncommon to see him reach a double-digit strikeout total when he goes out there. He uses that to his advantage in just about every start.
He sure does, Matty B. And I think one of the keys for him is he gets ahead in the count early. You'll know if he's on when he gets strike 1, strike 2 early on, and then he expands the zone, has great command of his pitches, and has a knack for making hitters chase pitches out of the strike zone.
So a base hit here to start the inning, and he continues to pile them up as we take a look at our league leaders in hits so far. And as you see, he's right up there among league leaders in that department. Fly ball out to straightaway right. Garcia has a read on it. 1 out. Jeff McNeil will be the next to take a turn. And he has been, pardon the cliche, in fuego of late. Seen that average shoot up quite a bit over the past 8 ball games. 1 ball, no strikes to count. Skied in the air to straightaway left. O'Neill waits on it. 2 gone.
Batting 7.
Up next, Dominic Smith for his career in this matchup. He's hitless in 3 at-bats. Ready to deal. Here comes the first pitch. So a rather weak start to the at-bat as he misses badly there. It's 0-1. And 1-1 as this one's in on the hands. Alonso is off of first with 2 away. 1-2 to Dominic Smith.
I got to count 1 and 2.
Here comes the 1-2. And here's a pitch inside, and that got him. Next up, Tomas Nido. 2's all over the place. 2 on, 2 out, and of course, here in inning number 2. Oh, what a pitch to start the at-bat there. It's 0-1. Now about a 58-foot breaking pitch that he wisely lays off here. Bottom of the second here with no score. Into the corner and slicing foul. A 1-2 pitch. In the dirt here. And a nice job to keep the runners at bay as the count moves to 2-2. Line to the right side. A leaping try, but it's out of his reach and into the outfield. The tag, and he is out at the plate. So much for our first run of the ball game. 2 left for the Mets. We'll move to the third with no. So that'll bring in Harrison Bader. He's the number 7 hitter, but he's leading off the third after the first 6 guys in the lineup have been retired in order.
Yeah, it's been a great start to the guy on the mound. It'll be interesting to see if they can find a way to get to this guy before he really settles in.
The offense better get it going right here, because they certainly can tell from their dugout this guy is carrying himself with a presence out on the mound. He's got feel for all his pitches.
And that's the first hit in this one for the Redbirds.
Hey, that's what the threat of getting a bunt down and the threat of speed does. It brings the third baseman in right there, in too far to be able to react in time to that bullet down the line.
Yadier Molina stands in as he looks at a called strike. And he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. He's set. Here's the 0-1. Down the first baseline, but a foul ball, and the count holds at 0-2. It's 1-2. Nobody out, runner on first. And a swing and a miss as he picks up yet another strikeout. 6 of them already, and there's 1 gone in the inning.
He's just got great strikeout stuff. In his last start, he racked up double-digit Ks, and it looks like he could finish up in that range again here. He's really an exciting pitcher to watch when he's sending guys packing like this.
And you can't ask for much more out of a pitcher than that. The sacrifice works to perfection. That brings in Tommy Edman, runner in scoring position with Sugan. And a fastball's in there for strike 1.
0-1 the count.
Man, this pitcher is on right now, pounding the zone, attacking these hitters. He's making it look easy.
Behind 0-2 now.
On 0-2 here, he doesn't have to give in with a great pitch to hit. He's got a base open, so he has to focus on making a good pitch right here.
To 1-2 now. Third inning, no score to this point. Tough pitch to lay off there, but he did, and it's even up at 2-2.
Regardless of the result right here, to be down 0-2 and work it back to an even count, gotta feel like it's a win for the offense.
Full count now.
Wow, this is a pretty good at-bat right here. From down in the count 0-2 to work the count back to 3-2, and he's seen a lot of pitches, too.
Swinging a ball hit on the ground. Payoff pitch on its way. And he struck him out, his 7th of the ball game, and that ends the inning. Cards lead 1. Home half of the third coming up. No score. Ready to go for the last half of the inning, and that'll bring up the pitcher, Jacob deGrom. In there, strike 1.
You know, a lot of guys don't like to swing at the first pitch. That might be the case with this one right here. Took a wheelhouse fastball, 0-0 center cut. Didn't even give the impression he was swinging.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Boy, he sped him up in this at-bat. Now it's time for the changeup. This guy's got a good one, and he hasn't thrown it yet in this at-bat.
And he'll hang in here as he reaches to foul this one away. Hit on the ground down the first baseline. And he'll step on first for the out, 3 unassisted.
Now batting.
So 1 man gone for the Mets in the third. Opening up the switch hitting shortstop and perennial MVP candidate Francisco Lindor. Shoots this one over to first. And he'll step on first for the out, 3 unassisted. So next to bat will be Brandon Nimmo, struck out in his first at-bat. Now here it comes. A bouncer to the left side. DeYoung's got it. Throw on to first, gets him, and the side is retired. New inning set to get underway, and that'll bring up Avisail Garcia. In there, and it's 0-1. Still all zeros in the run column here in the fourth inning. Dan, does this continue, or does somebody score here?
Oh, you have to love. You know, Matt, we have so many of these games that are 12-10 and 9-8. It's nice to see a low-scoring pitchers do it for once.
A ball and 2 strikes now. Looking to punch him out again. The pitch. Popped him up. Alonso has room in foul territory. Makes the play, 1 away. Now to bat, Nolan Arenado. He went down on strikes in his last at bat. Starts him out with a changeup off the plate for ball 1. In there, and it's even at 1.
What a well-executed fastball right there, down and away. If you're going to do any damage with that pitch, you have to think up the middle the other way, and you have to be diving and leaning out over that thing.
And he struck him out, and that's 8 strikeouts thus far.
I'll tell you right now, this guy has a shutout going, and it's been all business. He's not messing around trying to pick at corners. He's being aggressive in the zone, and he's attacking each and every one of these hitters up to this point.
And that brings up Paul Goldschmidt. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. The windup and the 0-1.
Inside, ball 1.
Pitching has the upper hand early as we're scoreless in inning number 4.
Ball 2.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
2-1.
A bouncer up the middle. He's got it. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Down in order go the Cardinals. On to the bottom of the 4th now, still with no score. With Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Matt Vasgersian as Michael Conforto digs into the left side of the batter's box to start things out. Outfield shaded toward right center. Here's the first pitch. As he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1.
Man, he's looking sharp so far. 80% of his first pitches are for strikes. He might be able to go the distance if he keeps this up.
And there's one down now. Now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Pete Alonso. He singled in his first AB. The fastball here as you'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. And a slider just about gets away from him there as it runs in a bit too close for comfort.
It's a lot easier to hit when you're putting yourself in good hitters counts. This guy's done a great job not swinging at pitchers' pitches. And when he's getting the ball in the zone, he's getting the barrel to it. He's been hot lately.
Bader is there now, and he has it, 2 gone. So 2 are gone in the Mets half of the 4th. And into bat next will be J.D. Davis. First pitch of the AB now. Bottom part of the zone, a good changeup gets the call. No runs, 2 hits, and no errors on the Mets line score so far. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
I think a big reason why he's been so effective in this one that he's been just about getting ahead of every hitter. Seems like every one of them are 0-2, 1-2, and it's just about every at bat. And when that's the case, your chances of getting a good pitch to hit are way worse.
Checks his swing here, but he does so in time. Waved at and missed for the 3rd out. Not much of a chance at hitting that. Welcome back to Flushing, Queens. Before we get back to baseball, let's check in with Heidi.
Leading off the St. Louis, the shortstop,
Paul DeYoung is at the plate now as he looks at strike 1. Hot shot down the line. And that'll get by and on through towards the wall. The relay, and he's able to hustle his way up to second as he'll reach here with a 2-base hit.
Up next to the plate,
So now to the plate, Tyler O'Neill, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. That's taken. Now it's 0-2. And he chased it in the dirt. And he makes the throw to first. O'Neill is retired, and there's one away. Next up is Harrison Bader. He collected a base hit his first time up.
Yeah, and they take another single right here. That third base coach is dying to wave his arms. I wouldn't be surprised if anything hit hard through the infield. He's going to wave them.
1 ball, 1 strike to count. The 1-1. He's in there for strike number 2.
Ooh, that was some gas. Triple digits on the radar gun.
This is foul right side.
He hasn't thrown that pitch much all game. I got to believe as an offense, you just got to throw that pitch away and move on to the next one.
And he's safe. Here's the catcher, Yadier Molina, and their runners at the corners now. First pitch on its way. Ooh, started him with the change, and it's 0-1.
Hey, this is a spot as a pitcher right now. You want to get a little bit greedy. Ideally, it'd be to roll up a 2-ball. At worst, try to get yourself a strikeout.
Behind 0-2 now. 0-2 count, and the pitch.
At the ball. 1 ball, 2 strikes, count.
And that misses 2-2.
All right, no more hope, and he's going to chase. It's 2-2 now. You've got to come up with the best pitch right here because this is definitely a strikeout situation.
3-2 now.
Well, you don't see it all that often, but this might be a good time for a 3-2 change. If he can locate it, it's nearly impossible to hit.
Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going. No runs, 2 hits, and no errors so far for the Redbirds. And he struck him out. The 10th victim set down on strikes thus far.
Well, it's been a rough series for him at the plate so far. That's 4 strikeouts in the first 2 games, so this pitching staff clearly has him figured out.
Daniel Ponce de Leon will stand in for the second time now as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. Got him to swing out of his shoes on that one. 0-2. Here's the 0-2. And yet another strikeout here. His 11th of the ball game, and this one ends the inning. Cards strand a couple. Halfway home, still no score. Welcome back for the bottom of the 5th. Here's Heidi Watney.
Matt, during the break, I caught up with the Mets manager to discuss his thoughts on his club's offense so far, and he told me the quality of their swings needs to improve as the game moves forward. He said they're searching for ways to drive the ball with some authority because it's just not happening for them today. They haven't gotten an extra base hit yet, so it's been a real struggle getting guys into scoring position. But the key, he said, is not to panic. Sometimes you just have to fight through the downturns and keep your focus and energy high.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. And a base hit, so he goes after the first pitch he sees, and he's on to open up the inning.
Hey, so far it's been easy pickings for this pitcher. He's gone through this lineup almost unscathed. But right there, leadoff single, middle part of the game. Let's see if he makes an adjustment before they do.
Stepping in now, Dominic Smith. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. He's got the average of 285 here to start play, with 40 home runs and 85 driven in. Up top, it's 2-0.
Not even close with the 1-0. He needs to get back in the zone, but be careful. Work the quadrants.
This is line to left. In there, a base hit.
Boy, after that base knock right there, D-Roll, he extends his hitting streak to 7 games.
Yeah, and you can tell he's made some necessary adjustments at the plate. Anytime you're getting a knock every day of the week, you're doing things right. Keeping that front shoulder tucked, staying inside the ball, not trying to do too much.
Bunt attempt is popped into foul ground. 0-1, here it comes. And a bunt attempt here, but this will be foul, so the runners will stay put for now. knuckle curve that time. Got him swinging, and that's the first out.
That's not an at-bat he or his hitting coach are going to be happy with at all. It's bad enough to go down on 3 pitches, but none of them were even in the strike zone. That's a bad look.
Here's the first pitch to him. Hard hit ball to second, and that's through into right field for a base hit. Long throw to third. And they're going to take a 1-0 lead as the run comes across to score. And now time is called here as their pitching coach is going to pay a quick visit to the mound to discuss how they want to attack things here. And that'll bring in the switch-hitting Francisco Lindor as he'll take a look at ball 1. 0 for 2 for him to this point. Now a big swing by Lindor, and he connects. This one's carrying well. And this will wind up a foul ball. Smith over at second. DeGrom at first, 1 gone. High in the air out to center field. Bader is back, and he'll get there to make the play for route number 2. He thought about third there, but retreats back to second safely. Here's the former first-round draft choice, Brandon Nimmo. And we'll see what he can do here with a pair of runners on base and 2 gone here in the 5th. High and deep to straightaway right. Back goes Garcia at the track. And this ball is gone. No chance to make a play on that one. So it's a 3-run shot to straightaway right field. 32 now for the season. And the Mets have jumped out to a 4-0 lead.
Talk about when you're hot, you're hot. Gets 2 bombs yesterday and another long bomb so far today. When this guy gets hot, he's near impossible to stop. I'm not giving this guy a pitch anywhere close to him.
At the plate, Michael Conforto. Swing and a line drive. Well, this will be pulled in out there at second base, and that'll be that. But the big blow of the inning comes right here, a 3-run home run. Through 5 innings, it's now 4-0 New York. Now back to the top of the lineup, stepping in, Tommy Edman. He'll start things out in the 6th for a lineup that really hasn't found its groove in this one.
Yeah, let's see if he can work a walk, maybe a knock, ground ball with eyes, something. Catch a gap to get this offense going. 2 hits as a team can start demoralizing your confidence. But if he can get on, start some traffic in motion, we might have something.
As it's on the ground toward the hole, scooped up. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the 6th.
Up next for the Cardinals.
Now to the plate, Avisail Garcia. No hits to this point. And a fastball close, but ultimately ruled a ball, 1-0. And he takes a cold strike 1. 1 out, nobody on. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Conforto is over to his right as he puts this one away. 2 down. So now here is Nolan Arenado. It was a backwards K, a strikeout looking for him in his last at-bat. And that's in there for strike 1.
I think when a team starts struggling, certainly offensively, it's just guys try and play above their pay grade. Know who the best players are in the lineup and try and get on base to set them up.
The 1-1 home. He's in there for the 2nd strike.
Hey, love the confidence in that pitch right there, going right after one of the better hitters on this team.
We'll have to press pause as that strike 3 to retire the side. 1, 2, 3 go the Cardinals. They're down 4-0. Right will come on in relief now, and he'll be making appearance number 80 on the season thus far. of the inning now. And up steps the power bat of Pete Alonso.
First baseman.
First pitch on its way. Lifted in the air to center field. Bader is right there. And very quickly, one gone. So with one away, we'll give you a look at the current standings. And it is crowded at the top as these guys trail by just a game entering play today. J.D. Davis, the next at bat. He was sat down on strikes in his last at bat. Here's the first pitch to him. And Wainwright able to get ahead with the breaking pitch for strike one. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. And it's gone as they add still another. So a solo shot here to left center field. Number 25 for him on the year. And the Mets have got it up to a 5-0 game now.
That's one of those pitches you wish you could take back as soon as it leaves your hand. But guess what? There are no delete or rewind buttons in baseball. That's a mistake, and it was a good job by his opponent to make him pay for it.
So here's Jeff McNeil. A shot down the first baseline. But a foul ball here, 0-1. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. Here's the pitch. Hit hard towards center. And that falls in for a solid base hit, his second of the night.
Dan, he took that right back at his face right there. Exactly what you're trying to do. Middle cut, though. Are you a little concerned?
Yeah, that's a case of a ball being right down the middle. As a pitcher, you want to work the corners and stay out of that middle part of the zone, and you paid for it right there with a solid base hit.
Standing in now, Dominic Smith, as the sinker to him finds the zone for strike one. 1 in, 1 out, and 1 on here in the inning. Throw over to the bag. Throw is up the line as it gets away. McNeil, base runner at first with 1 out. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. Throw over to first. And he'll get back in safely. Two balls and a strike.
Somebody's getting frustrated. He's not used to getting hit around like this.
Now the 2-1. Shoots this one over to first. To second for 1. On to Goldschmidt, and it's in time. A double play, and the side is retired. 1 scores in the inning, coming on this solo home run. 7th inning ready to roll, and next to bat will be the first baseman, Paul Goldschmidt.
Offense just needs to find a way to get that pass the baton mentality. Starts 1 at bat at a time. I know they need base runners clearly. Maybe if they could get a few guys on the pillow, someone can bop one and get them back in this. Hey, the guy on the mound is absolutely pounding the zone, and that's why he's been able to stay and pitch deep into this game.
1-1 to count. Now the pitch. Swing and a miss. Good sinking action there. 1-2.
His slider's been impressive all night long. If he can continue spinning it like that, he's going to be just fine.
Trouble averted here as this is tapped out in front of the mound. And the throw to first is in time, so the leadoff man is gone here to start inning number 7. So he's still got his shutout working here in the 7th, and with that in mind, we check out the league leaders in shutouts. And as you see, he's up near the top, currently tied for 2nd in that category in the National League. Paul DeJong is in for the third time now as he takes a called strike. It's 0-1. DeJong in an 0-2 hole here.
Well, he got the leadoff guy inning on a ground out, and now he's 0-2 to start this at bat. He looks really sharp so far to start the seventh.
Count moves to a ball and 2 strikes now. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
I know he missed with a fastball right there, but this guy's arsenal, you can't figure out what he's trying to do. He's got a lot of different directions he could go in right here.
2-2 pitch is fouled away. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Went to the slider to try and get him to chase, but it's full now, 3-2. Tyler O'Neill will be next. Inside, he misses, ball 4. Next to hit, Tyler O'Neill struck out in his last trip to the plate.
Yeah, and he didn't put up much of a fight either, Matty. Got to find a way. Can't go down 3 pitches. I don't care if you're staring at him or swinging at him. You have to find a way to make this pitcher work a little bit harder.
First delivery to him.
I mean, this offense has struggled because they haven't been able to make the adjustment. He stayed staunch on the outer half, and these guys have not worked the ball the other way.
Behind 0-2 now. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Got him. And that's the 3rd time we've written a K next to his name in this one. Next to hit is Harrison Bader. He's 1 for 2 in this one. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1.
That elevated fastball right there, that is the biggest change in the game today for me. When I first came up, a lot of guys working that Greg Maddux east to west.
Down and away, it's a ball and 2 strikes. A runner on first with 2 away. And he's going to add to the total. 14 punch-outs now as that ends the inning. 1 left for the Cardinals. Last half of the 7th here, and now it'll be the catcher, Tomas Nido.
The catcher, come on.
No balls and a strike to count. And he watches one dip low and inside for a ball, 1-1. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. Into right center, and they'll get a man aboard to start the inning. That's a base hit.
The pitcher, Jacob DeGrom.
Robinson Cano come on to pinch hit now with a runner at first and nobody out.
Robinson Cano.
From the belt, the pitch. As the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. And he comes in as a player to watch out for, hitting well over 300 on the season. Lined hard toward right center. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. The relay throw. And it's in time as he's out at third as the good relay gets him.
Francisco Lindor.
So here's Francisco Lindor now as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. One and 1 to the Mets leadoff hitter. Cano stands at first with 1 out. A little behind on that swing, and now he'll try to shorten up maybe and protect the plate. Ready to deliver the 1-2 in the dirt, but swung on and missed.
Pretty textbook breaking ball for the punch out right there. Got it to bend a lot, and by the time it got there, it had fallen completely out of the zone. Not much you can do with that pitch.
From the stretch. Now a swing and a softly hit ground ball. Wainwright comes set. 0-1 on its way. Drilled to the right side. And that finds its way through for a base hit. And that runner will hold up at second with 2 aboard now.
Hey, pitchers, you better start taking notice of this guy. He better be circled on that lineup card because he's on fire. That's his second hit of the ball game right there, and I don't see him stopping.
Carlos Martinez will come on now, and he'll slide into the 7 spot in the lineup following the double switch. Dylan Carlson is into the ball game as well, as he'll slide into the pitcher's spot, hitting 9th now on the double switch. 2 men are on with 2 men out. And before the 0-1 pitch, he'll step out of the box and get his bearings a bit. Looking to wiggle out of this. Here it is.
That's out.
And now maybe a mind game or two going on down there as he steps out a second time in the AB. Very weakly on the ground. He's set, and the 1-2 pitch. And a half-hearted swing there as they tie him up inside for the 3rd strike in the inning. Noah Syndergaard will come on in relief here and appear in game number 25 on the year so far.
Noah.
Yadi Molina digging in now. He's hoping to avoid the hat trick. He struck out in each of his first 2 plate appearances so far. 0-1 the count. And he misses with it. 1-1. Takes a look at a changeup there, and it's a ball and 2 strikes now. Now the 1-2 coming to Molina. This is on the ground over to first. And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out. Final line there for the Mets starting pitcher. He was on point from the get-go this evening.
Hey, Matty V, you know when you've got really good stuff, you look down at that strikeout total. Double-digit strikeouts in this one. He had swing and miss stuff right from the beginning.
1 out, nobody on. And that's up in the zone a bit, but a called strike. 0-2.
Great job by the pitcher right there, changing eye levels. We all know he's a sinker ball pitcher, but if he could throw some 4-seamers up in the zone like that, it could work for him.
Got him swinging. Chased it well out of the zone, and there are 2 gone.
Pretty textbook pitching right there. Jump ahead in the count 0-2 and then start working outside the zone. Easier said than done, but that's the way you do it.
So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Tommy Edman. And they're down to their final 4 outs here. And we'll just leave it there as they make the play to end the inning. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left. Home half of the 8th, straight ahead. It's the Mets 5 and the Cardinals nothing. Bottom of inning number 8 set to go. And next will be the imposing power bat, Pete Alonso. And the first pitch here is below the knees, but he gets him to chase it, and it's 0-1.
Swing and a miss on a nasty slider right there. Always felt toughest pitch in the game. If you're a guy who liked to work the big part of the field, you were on that fastball middle away. That slider looked like a heater for about 56 feet 6 inches.
Carlson is there, and he has it for the first out.
Good contact to start out the inning. Thought he might be on base with some sort of a hit, but it hung up there too long. Just unlucky that time.
A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Gone! So a solo shot here to left center field, his second of the game. As they pile on, it's now 6-0.
second home run of the game right there. He is locked in at the plate. You hear so many of today's players talk about rhythm and timing. Well, he is perfectly on time in the heart of the zone.
And now, Jeff McNeil as he lines it out to center. But sadly for him, this will head straight to the center fielder as he puts it away without much trouble for the second out. Next for the Mets, Dominic Smith. He singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far. As he will take strike 1 on the fastball here, no balls and a strike. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Yeah, you ain't kidding, Matty. Dan, what does this feel like when balls are just flying out of the yard?
Hero, it's just one of ththose days when you're out.
Here's a fly ball, well hit. Back goes Garcia. Gone! A solo shot here to straightaway right field. 41st home run of the year for him as this lead swells to 7-0. Well, they've got the elevate and celebrate thing working in this one, guys. That was their 4th big fly of the game.
Matty V, Hero, I don't know what you think, but this is like crazy.
4th round tripper of the game so far. They're missing over the heart of the plate, not using the quadrants. In the hitters meeting, they focused on this stuff. They thought these guys could miss middle, and that's exactly what's happened.
Seth Elledge enters now in a mop-up role as he'll try to keep the deficit right where it is. Poke this one foul. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Fastball was too much for him there. Swung right through it.
This pitcher's bringing it with some high velo. You better get that front foot down early and get ready, or he's going to throw it right by you.
A bouncer to the left side. Fielded cleanly. Throw cleanly into first, and that ends the inning. They get a couple of runs on 2 hits, no errors, and no one left aboard. So here's Avisail Garcia starting things for his side in the 9th as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this point. These guys know these bats still count, at least for their own stats. You can't mill in your chances as a professional.
And now in the box, Nolan Arenado. 3 at-bats for him in this one, all ending with him going down on strikes. Swung on and missed. It's 0-1.
He knows full well he's sitting on a hat trick right here. All he's trying to do is avoid the golden sombrero.
And here's a curveball in the dirt that time for a ball. 1-1. Weak grounder down the line at third. On to first, and that means the Cardinals are down to their final out now. Cardinals are down to their final out now. And stepping in, the power-hitting first baseman, Paul Goldschmidt. And he'll lay off a fastball here in a good spot, but ruled the ball 1-0. Swing and a miss at the bender, and it's even at 1-1. 2 out, nobody on. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Hey, after those 2 breaking balls missed, you have to be sitting on a fastball right here.
Fouled off. Crowd of over 39,000 on their feet. St. Louis, good night.
And with that win, they've shown they are one of the greatest teams in baseball history, tying the 1998 Yankees, who also had 114 wins. That was an amazing team, so that's some elite company right there.
A 7-0 shutout final score tonight. The New York Mets with 114 wins, most in the division. Jacob deGrom gets his league-leading 22nd win, racking up 14 Ks in doing so. So that'll do it for us. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to the new website, theshow.com.
yourself, it's alright.